Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
JD
and Kat.
So I've got BTS, and I was going to say pulling rank, no one's fighting. Instead of spinning the wheel, we were like, we haven't done just a big one in a while. And we've got some big ones to go, so...
Because we keep having like new content, we haven't had to spin the wheel because they kept giving us stuff for youth and everything, so yeah. So we're going to go for Run. Which you guys have heard this song already anyway at club night.
Yes, and I do know a bit of it because it's very easy to remember, especially when everyone around you starts jumping, going, Dashy, run, run.
Exactly.
So I know that bit.
Yeah. So it's from Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 2, end of 2015. This is linked with the BU, but I'm not going to go into that. Partly because I don't have all of the answers about that. I've not fully gone into the BU myself. Thank God Erin's not here because she'd ask loads of questions.
But it's one of those things we're keeping as at some point.
We will,
Our reactions will be going through the BU.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to talk about this just as a standalone song, not linked with the BU. So it is... in The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1 and Part 2, those albums, it's basically the part of the guys talked about it's a lot of resistance and fear and rebellious sort of refusal of not wanting to. It's the transition between going from like a child to a young adult, and obviously like that's scary and that's exciting at the same time. The weight of responsibility, of the unknown, or things like that. So this song actually is almost like a love song. So it's talking about someone that possibly a relationship is ending, and they're talking about, like, I can't sit still because I have these feelings for you, so I need to run. You make me just want to run. Like all the adrenaline and all of that, like youthful infatuation is so supercharged. And they talk about not wanting it to be gone, not wanting it to be over. Now, I can't actually remember if anywhere in the lyrics they do actually specify that it's about a girl. I think it's gender neutral, or if it's about a person, because for me, with it being on those albums, I also think they could be singing about not wanting their youth to be over.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can connect it to.
Exactly. So they could be talking about a love as in a person, or they could be, not wanting that to be over, the adrenaline, the excitement, and oh my God, I can't sit still, what do I do about this? Like, how do I keep this from going away? But that could also be talking about their youth and what their resistance.
The fear of growing up makes you cling on to.
Exactly. Yeah. And wanting to run away from that, like literally. So yeah, the good thing about is what I really like about BTS songs is that, and a lot of K-pop songs, is they will talk about, and they have spoken about what it is for them, but they enjoy it being open to interpretation. Yeah. So however, we'll see what you get from it. But yeah, it's enjoyable. So like I say, as a standalone song, it's really good. And then there's lots of bits in it that are linked to the BU, which we'll get to eventually.
I know it's, we say it's like a fan favourite.
Yeah.
Or is it just because of the way the song goes? Because club night, it does go off.
It does go, yeah. Song. It's again, although there could be like a darker undertone to it in the meaning, it's quite a hype song on the surface. Yeah. But I think it's quite meaningful for ARMY and for BTS, because this was around that time when they had not won anything yet. I mean, it was only for I Need You, which was a bit before this, was their first win on a music bank show. So this is end of 2015. They didn't actually win any big awards or daysangs until the end of 2016. But this is in their run of starting to get more recognition. And in this video, they literally use like their managers' cars and stuff because they didn't have any money to hire anything. Aww. So the guys are literally making do with what they can. There's lots of filming outside, so they did it on the cheap basically because they had no choice, but it looks really good. You'd never know that unless somebody told you. So props to them and to Big Hit of like making the best they can out of a situation with not much resource.
But again,
it's
how many record labels maybe looked at that and thought, wow, we do waste a lot of money on things that maybe we don't have to spend money on because we could have done this.
Yeah, maybe.
Why are we paying for all these cars when we've got a car park full of cars downstairs?
It's true, yeah, it's true. But I think that's why it means a lot to ARMY as well, because ARMY know behind the scenes it wasn't all fun and joy. It was actually struggle. This was a real pivotal time of, are they going to start getting recognition or and making more money, or are they going to Like, is it
Or
going to
have you
fizzle? Are they
peaked?
going to run out of money basically
Yeah.
before this investment starts coming back? But Hitman Bang always had like faith in it from the beginning, and turns out he was not wrong. But yeah, it's quite meaningful for Army when we watch this, and we're like, oh, we know there was no money there, and that's actually their manager's car and things like that. So it's quite sweet.
Random question, but Hitman Bang, has he got like an autobiography? Because I bet it'd be a really interesting read.
Are you like feeling Hitman Bang? Oh, dad vibes.
Oh god, I was just about to say, no, I just feel like I have a lot of admiration for him, but that's where I started with Youngie.
That's so
But you know, when someone's got a story of, you know, going from the big label to a small, start their own, and all the struggles, it'd be a really interesting read.
He must have.
So please remember to like, comment and subscribe. In the comments, when would you sing Run?
Yeah,
the girls sing it in the airport.
Well, anytime you are running for something with, quite like, gotta get there.
I always say I miss the bloop. I'm already wondering how they filmed that. Ew!
You need to put sugar in your tea or coffee? It's just like sugar, really, isn't it?
A lollipop.
Yeah, if it's like strawberry flavoured, it might not.
And they often use lollipops to symbolise a cigarette, which is even more gross.
No, the lollipops in this are symbolism of childhood.
Okay. You're a bad influence on V.
Jin smile.
Oh,
cheeky.
Tay. Oh. I bet they had a lot of fun filming this.
Yeah.
Oh. What is going on? I love seeing them as bad boys.
Pause it here because this does go into Butterfly, which I haven't
Okay.
really done yet, but that's a separate one.
Okay.
There's a lot to unpack in that.
So I'll say first, obviously I already knew the song, I already liked the song. Yeah. I didn't read any lyrics.
Okay.
There was a lot happening.
There were. Visually, it's yeah. And I think it goes with what the song's trying to make you, talking about what they're feeling with all the like adrenaline. I can't sit still. It's all like
it was very
lots happening.
Reckless behaviour.
Yeah.
Because what they were doing was naughty, but not really bad. They weren't hurting anyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was reckless.
You could see it as in that
dumb
youthful,
teenage shit.
Yeah.
Just trying to be causing some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming the whole Yoongi JK fight thing is something to do with the BU.
Yeah, there's a lot in there that links with the MV from I Need You. Like, for example, J-Hope in that one had pills, and then in this one he's in the hospital getting better.
Jimin was also there.
And the bathroom.
Yeah.
So that's the same bathroom that Jimin was in the bathtub. And this time it was a happier time because his friends were pulling him in the water.
Yeah.
So for me, a lot of symbolism in that MV is how they get through their struggles together with their group of friends. And like Butterfly and Young Forever Epilogue like links with that as well, is that they do help each other get through it. So yeah, there's lots of kind of almost like little bookends of like you're like, oh, J-Hope, you're in hospital now. It must be because you're with those pills, and they're Jimin in the bathroom. And
because in the last one, Yoongi had set fire to a place and was pulled out.
Yeah.
And JK was getting hit by someone.
Yeah, he was in a fight. Wasn't he? Yeah.
And so obviously in this one, he's in a fight with Sugar.
Yeah.
Who's trashing the place again.
Yeah.
Destructive.
So for me, takeaways tend to be like they get each other through it, but then that's not to say that it's all smooth sailing even within their group of friends. But I think a lot of it could be misplaced anger. Like if Yoongi and JK are getting in a fight, maybe that's because actually the underlying emotion of what's making them have a fight is the fear about going into adulthood and leaving the freedom and the lack of responsibility in your youth. Maybe that's why it's actually causing them to have a fight. So yeah, there's lots of things in there that, like I said, it's open to interpretation, but those are the things it tends to make me feel.
And the scene with RM and V, like with the graffiti, it absolutely looked like RM has taken him under his wing. And he's there, like, he's just getting him into trouble. Because when they're getting arrested, RM looks like proud, like really quite smug, like, I don't even care. Whereas V's almost looking at RM for, like, approval.
Yeah.
I felt like...
Yeah.
I'm in with this cool kid, and...
But again, there's links to the BU there because there's actually lots of shots, and they do it so well, like props to them, their acting ability. There's lots of times where Jin looks into the camera, like his facial expression changes, or JK does it, and again V does it, where they're like that in the BU videos as well. So it's really weird because in your brain, which, like I say, I don't know the full BU anyway, but I'm literally like, I know that look because that's in one of the BU videos, the short films. What's that from? But they're really good at making those links. So, and I think when they're getting arrested and V is looking to RM for that reassurance, in one of the BU videos, it might have been I Need You, when V stabs that man who's beaten up his sister. And then in one of the, I think it's the Butterfly video, because he doesn't have an official MV, there's a short film with it. I think it's the Butterfly one. Basically, V has got his blood on his hands and he calls RM on his phone.
Okay.
So again, it's V looking to RM. So that's that little link there.
Yeah, but I didn't feel like it was reassurance he was looking for. I think he was like a "Are you proud of me?" kind of.
Could be.
thing.
Again, that could be the flip of that's a positive where he's looking to him, but then in a time of struggle he looks to him as well. So I don't know, but there's just lots of these little clicks that you see.
May not be links. I don't know when the song came out or anything. Jim was building a house of cards.
Yeah, yes he was. I think House of Cards was earlier. I think it was earlier than that.
But I saw it and I was like, I don't need House of Cards in my head right now.
Yeah.
JK looked little.
He did. Oh, I loved all of their outfits with like the cardigan and the braces and the Doc
Martens. I loved all the
braces,
the Doc Martens, yeah. It was casual but cool.
Yeah, and like you said, I think it went really well with all of the reckless, rebellious, youthful, all those outfits. So everyone looked really, really good.
Mint-haired Youngie's hot. Angry Youngie's hot.
Well, again, we've seen that already with August D. So him, throwing things.
There was
about
this one tiny little clip. Where he is like looking down at you.
Oh, what, when he
with
jumps over with the lollipop?
Yeah,
and he
I
looks
like that.
He's like, what are you doing?
I like that. I need that as an image.
That would be a screenshot.
Yeah. I feel like Jim was very separate in this, but again, if he has a different storyline going on in the BU.
It's the BU. Yeah.
He didn't look like he was being rebellious and stuff. He was just kind of there. Like when they'd stop traffic, he was kind of the driver, not the person going from car to car. Causing trouble.
Yeah.
Is that because he's the oldest, maybe? That maybe he's a bit closer to getting past it?
I believe. Oh gosh, I'm going to get it wrong. I think in the BU, I think it's Jin is the main protagonist. Mm-hmm. So I can't remember if there's theories of the whole BU and all of the guys exist in Jin's head.
Okay.
But it's something to do. The fact that Jin was separate from that activity and he was the driver, not a doer, is meaningful. But I can't quite remember how.
Yes, because I took it as possibly that being the oldest, that Jin, he's still involved with what they're doing, and maybe they're in a more protective role because actually he's kind of has grown out of doing it.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean?
Could be.
So like, I'm still going to be here because I know which trouble you're going to get into,
but
I may not be directly involved. I'll be here in the drive. I'll get you out of it.
That's true. Reliable big brother. Yeah, that's a nice take on it. Yeah. Like I say, you can there's so much there that you could take just as a standalone MV and standalone song. So that's a really interesting take on it, that he was the driver and he wasn't directly involved.
And there was one very small bit. I say small bit. When they're dunking Jimin in the bath.
Yeah.
Jimin should have to be wet at all times.
Really?
Wow. It's my favourite look on Jimin, is just wet Jimin.
Oh, I like...
Regardless of hair colour, wet Jimin.
I like it when he wakes up and he's like his t-shirt and he's rubbing his hair and then he walks towards the camera and that's when he opens the door and the party's going on and he's like, what? But I love that, like when he's just woken up in his messy orange hair.
I wouldn't know, I've never woken up with Jimin. Don't remind me, okay? Breaks my heart every day I wake up. And
sad times, yeah. Everyone needs to wake up with Jimin. But yeah, I think he looks really good then. Again, I rolled out of bed and I looked so good.
And I think wet Jimin.
Yeah, well. Yeah. And I know that RM had his little beanie on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mary is down there scratching the couch.
If I hang my foot over, he's going to attack it, so I have to be careful.
He has a little beanie on, but pink-haired RM.
Yeah.
And them yellow glasses. Oh, he looks so good. I love RM with his undercut and the slick back.
You said it's supposed to symbolise childhood.
The lollipop going into the coffee. If you think about it, if you were to say a beverage that represents adult coffee, or a beverage that represents childhood lolly, he's in that phase where he's between the two. So that's
I was just going to say, I didn't know lollipops were hot, but...
Oh, yeah.
Seems like having a lollipop is hot now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, it's in the BU. We keep seeing this repetition of RM when he's at the gas station, has a lollipop. Yeah, there is some repetition there.
I thought the lollipops were because they can't use cigarettes.
Again, sometimes it can be that, but in this instance,
sometimes a lolly is just a lolly.
Could be. But yeah, we've been told that the lollipops in this era is that representation of youth. So, but yeah, everyone looked really good, sounded good. There's some lovely high notes in that song as well. The backing vocals from JK. Yeah, some really nice vocals in that song as well. Jimin and JK doing backing vocals that go really high. So
yeah, I don't think I really listened so much, only because I have heard the song.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that meant I didn't focus as much.
Yeah, that's fine. But again,
But
now that we have actually officially watched it on the channel, you can add it to the playlist, and when you hear it, you'll hear the backing vocals are really nice. But yeah.
Well, because it slows down, doesn't it, in parts? And then builds up to the run.
Yeah. And again, that's it. That takes you on that journey.
Yeah.
So that
because I know at club night it becomes a bit of everyone like this and getting ready to to jump.
It's just really smart the way they do it.
If you hadn't have said anything, I wouldn't have thought that was done on the cheap.
No, exactly
really
right.
Well done.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And like I said, I think behind the scenes would be great because they probably had so much fun filming it.
There's quite a few bang.
All the scenes of them just running, jumping on cars, the party bits they did, shoving Jimin in a bath.
Yeah.
I'd be there going, no, gotta do another take. Go and get dried, Jimin, just so we can dunk you again. And the pillow fight especially.
Oh wow! Imagine the clean-up job. Never mind.
I imagine them saying cut and then just like cut, boys, stop.
Yeah. No.
All trying to get that last hit in.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was our reaction to BTS Run, but the Run song, but not Run BTS song,
and not Dalyala Bangtan Run episodes of
not that either.
Just the official Run MV.
Yeah, if I didn't put a picture on the thumbnail, people are clicking going, what is this?
Yeah. There's a couple of options what it could be. Yeah.
Keep us guessing. So thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.